Welcome to Module 2, Interpreting Predictions Responsibly. In this module, we're focusing on how educators should respond to predictive outputs in educational dashboards. The goal here is not coding, the goal is better judgment. As you can see on this slide, there is an important sequence. Student data goes into a model. The model produces a prediction, then the educator interprets the prediction before making the instructional decision. That order matters. A decision should not come directly from the dashboard alone. Interpretation must happen in between. So in this module, keep four ideas in mind: prediction, decision, context, and judgment. So let's begin why this matters. The student dashboard may show that a learner has a 78% risk of failure. That number can look precise, objective, and final, but precision is not the same as certainty. A risk score is still an estimate. It is not proof that the student will fail. This is where misunderstanding begins. If educators treat a prediction like a guaranteed outcome, they can make poor decisions too quickly. So the key point on this side is simple. Predictive outputs may look strong, but they still require careful interpretation. Now let's look at one of the most important distinctions in this module. Prediction is not the same as decision. A prediction is an estimate based on patterns found in prior data. It is a system's output. Decision is a human action. It is what an educator chooses to do after reviewing the output. So a prediction can inform a decision, but it should not automatically become a decision. This is a major principle of responsible educational use. Predictive systems can support human thinking, but they should not replace professional judgment. Now let's look at when a prediction can actually be useful. A prediction is most helpful or useful when it is based on relevant and responsibly complete data. It is also more useful when the educator understands what the model is trying to predict. Just as important, the output should be treated as one source of evidence, not the only source. And finally, context and professional judgment must remain part of the process. So the right mindset is not the dashboard gave me the answer. The better mindset is the dashboard gave me a signal that I should investigate further. Now let's look at when a prediction can become misleading. One problem is missing context. A dashboard may not show family issues, attendance barriers, health problems, or technology across issues. Another problem is when the output is treated as certain or final. A user may assume that students will definitely struggle because the score is high. The third case is opacity. The system may not explain clearly how the output was produced. And finally, biased or weak data can distort the result. So the main takeaway here is that a prediction becomes dangerous when it's treated as proof instead of interpreted as evidence. So how should an educator respond in practice? First, pause. Not rush from output to action. Second, clarify what outcome the model is actually predicting. Third, inspect what information or features were used to produce the output. Fourth, contextualize the result by asking why the dashboard might be leaving out. This is a responsible sequence. Do not ignore the prediction, but you also do not surrender your judgment to it. The output should support inquiry, not bypass thinking. Now let's apply that thinking to a short scenario. A dashboard flags a student as high risk because of low attendance and missing assignments. What is the first response? The best response is to review the student's context and other evidence before deciding what to do. The answer reflects responsible interpretation. The output is important, but it is not enough by itself. The teacher still needs to think about why the attendance is low and what other classroom evidence exists and whether the model is missing something important. So again, the dashboard provides a reason to investigate, not permission to stop thinking. So let's close with the key takeaways from this guidance. A prediction is an estimate, not certainty. A decision is a human action, not a dashboard output. Context matters because the model may not capture the full story, and responsible educators use predictions as evidence, not proof. So the best question is not only what does the dashboard say, the better question is what does this output mean, what does it leave out, and how much trust should I place in it? This is the core idea for this module. Prediction is evidence, not proof.